Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the State of Synth, episode 11, with our very special guest, OSC. My name is Dennis G, and that rhymes.
I'm Neon Fox.
And how are you doing, my friend, Mr. Fox?
I'm doing well.
That's good.
We had a week off because I flubbed up our scheduling.
Yeah, you flubbed up your scheduling, and then I flubbed up my wrist, so I'm not sure which was even worse. But Jules, I was roller skating, and first of all, I shouldn't be roller skating at my age, but I was, and I hit a dead spot on the rink, and I went straight forward, and I landed on both of my wrists, and I'm pretty much
They didn't give you wrist guards?
What? They don't do that in America. They do that in Canada? Oh my god.
Yeah.
That's all right. So, our very special guest this evening is Opus Science Collective.
Yes.
How are you doing,
Welcome
sir?
to the show, Mr. Collective.
Hello.
OSC for short.
Mm-hmm.
Would you prefer we call you Mr. Collective, OSC, Steve?
You can call me Steve. That's fine.
Okay. I like Mr. Collective. That's.
I know. I'm gonna sneak that in a couple of times.
I've been called a lot worse.
So, all right. So, just real quick to circle back. Now, what is it that some kind of hand guards for roller
Wrist
skating?
guard. Wrist guards. It's the same one you wear when you're doing like inline rollerblading.
No, they don't do that in America. Do they do that in England? Are you in the UK?
I am in the UK,
right.
yeah, and
Right.
I have no idea. I haven't seen anyone using roller skates or rollerblades for the best part of 20 years here. So.
Oh, really? Not even the roller skates?
Nah.
So wait a minute.
And I live by the beach, so there's a promenade.
You've made a living writing songs about people on skateboards, and I would assume roller
skateboards.
skates.
Yeah, no, there's skaters. Like we call them skaters.
But there's no roller skates.
There's skateboards, there's BMXers, and there's I don't know if they've taken off over there where you are, but these tiny little the little skinny scooters they call them.
Oh yeah, we call them e-bikes or e-scooters.
Yeah, except they're not electric. These ones, they're just.
Oh.
But they've got the wheels must only be like 2 inches in diameter, and they're like lightweight aluminium, and the kids jump on the half pipes with them and throw them around and do mad tricks and stuff. They seem to have usurped what the rollerblading scene would have been.
Okay.
Really, I've not seen anyone on rollerblades or roller skates since about 1997.
That is fascinating. I guess it's just an America thing because, in Canada, whatever the hell they're doing up there with their wrist guards and stuff like that. But, no.
I know they've got all this protective clothing and free healthcare.
Yeah, it's terrible.
We just, we just do it. We do what we do because we're Americans, and we wear our, we play our football, and
you're free to break your wrist.
We are free to.
You wear a lot of protective clothing when you play your so-called football in air quotes, by the way, because we all know football's soccer, really.
I will say that, but yeah. Well, they are also going at each other head first.
So Dennis,
you ever watch rugby?
Yeah, Dennis, in rugby there's very little padding, and in cricket they don't have gloves when they're catching that ball.
I'll give you that. I'll give you rugby. I'll give you cricket. Yeah, Americans. I guess it depends on the sport, but yeah,
and also in Canada we put blades on the end of our hockey sticks.
Yeah,
that's why you're so good. You just whacking people with the hockey sticks, knocking them out, taking them down. Anyway, so we're not here to talk about all these wonderful sports, although I feel like it is in keeping with the vibe of OSC, because you have a lot of different things going on, but the OSC that I know of it's all about you just have a vibe. You literally have an album called what is it? Girls on bikes, kids on skates, boys on boards.
Girls on bikes, and
Girls
then
on bikes.
It's kind of sequel, or the kind of the opposite side to that is the boys on boards.
I love it.
Yeah,
it's
and
so
then
fun.
There's an EP called Juice, which is all tennis themed as well.
That's amazing. All right, so we're gonna get into that. That is my favorite, because you wear so many hats with this project, and you're kind of charting out and doing like all these new cool different things, like even more like vaporwavy kind of stuff too, that I know. Love it. We're gonna dig into that. Jules, before we go into our song, do we have anything to add, or anybody to say hi to in the studio audience or whatever?
Yes, I gotta remind everybody, we are live. And so if you're tuned into YouTube, or if you're tuned into the nightride.fm website, pop in the chats and say hi, and we will shout out your names. We got a couple of people to say hi to already. Blobs is in the YouTube chats.
There's Blobs.
Grim Reaper is also there. Welcome.
Oh dear.
And Roy, 8012
Very good.
is in the chat, who happens to love OSC.
Oh, nice.
And over in the nightride.fm website, we've got Ordinator M, which is our buddy Computer M.
Oh, very good. I noticed earlier everyone was like Halloween themed, which was a lot of fun for Karin show.
Yes. Everybody was changing their nicks in the IRC channel to something spooky. Because
it was her Halloween. This is kind of like our Halloween episode too, I guess you would say, right?
Yeah, we've got some Halloween tracks on tonight.
Yeah.
I love... Karin's got a cool name because she changed it to Carnage.
Carnage, Zoe Lee.
Yeah.
I love it. Yeah.
Oh, and quick shout out to Gurns3.
Very nice.
Who tuned in, and big hi from Brazil.
Nice, Brazil. Very cool. Very cool.
Brazil.
That is awesome. I love when people tune in from all over the world. It's like this little global village that we have. That's actually where I broke my wrist. It's called the Harball Village. And so I didn't break it, but I'm hurting, Jules. I'm hurting. So I need some good, smooth synthwave to kind of soothe my sore bones.
This next track we're gonna kick off with is not smooth. It's epic.
Okay, epic is fine. Epic might work.
We're gonna kick things off with some music from Galicia resident Zarina. She's got a new album dropping this Friday called Empire. And it's got tons of merch too. If you want t-shirts, CDs, vinyl, it's all there. And if you were in the listening party this past Sunday, you'd know how epic this album sounds. She enlisted the help of none other than Von Herzog.
Oh, nice.
To ensure that, I don't know, like the thousands and thousands of layers on each track, they come out blowing your mind. And we get to play you a sneak premiere of the titular track before all this is available on Friday. So this is it. This is Zarina with Empire right here on Night Ride FM.
I've gathered all the
And there it is, a world premiere of Serena with Empire. Very cool track right there.
Yeah. I got a shout out to Zarina, who joined us in the IRC chat.
Hey, welcome.
And her dog, Hamlet, has tuned in as well. So,
nice.
Hi, Hamlet.
Yes. Even animals can enjoy the synth of the WAV.
I was just saying, he's probably heard that entire album over and over and over again for the last few months on repeat.
One would think. So now, Steve, when you're doing music too, like, do your kids get like driven up the wall by like you having like all this like cool like retro dad music playing over and over and over again, or they just
no, they're decidedly. My son is decidedly nonchalant about it. He's just like, yeah.
Do you produce with your headphones on?
No, not usually. I'm normally making quite a lot of noise, but no, he's just he these days he makes more noise than me anyway. He's on the other side of the wall playing PlayStation, shouting at his mates. Yeah, it's all good. We're lucky in the house that we're in. The wall between what is my studio and his bedroom is a brick wall, so it's not a partition wall, it's solid brick, so just luck of the draw. So that is quite good in terms of insulating. But then also I've been making music since he was born pretty much, so I think he's just like accustomed to it, and
he's used
like
to
he can
listening
sleep
to
through it.
The same 8 bars over and over and over and over again.
I think it drives my other half up the wall a bit some days. Yeah, she'll just hear it coming from somewhere else in the house.
That's awesome.
Dennis's wife loves when he does this show.
Oh yes. It's her favorite part of the week. Actually, it does give her a chance to like get rid of me for an hour, so that's always exciting. The problem is I talk too loud, and I'm just like, animated, and like she's like, oh, he's just so annoying. Like, I know she doesn't know grit in her teeth, but it is what it is. This is what I do. I have fun. I love talking with awesome people like you, and talking with my friends on Night Ride FM. So this is therapy, and I need all the therapy I can get. So.
So Steve, I was going to ask you. You're in Brighton, right?
Well, I put Brighton-ish. I'm 20 miles down the coast, but it's in a little town that no one outside of South England's ever heard of. So Brighton's the easy like reference point to give people. But no, I'm in a town called Eastbourne, which is just east of Brighton.
But it's what, like an hour, 2 hours by train to get to London?
Oh yeah, like 90 minutes if you get a train.
That's right. Yeah, you guys and your train systems. Impeccable. I was going to ask.
Not compared to mainland Europe, but that's I
don't know. I was going to ask, have you been to any synthwave events recently in the last few years?
No. I went to one. It would have been pre-COVID, so that's like another lifetime, right?
Yes,
you're all on that same wavelength where it's like your life is pre-COVID, post-COVID.
That was BC before COVID.
Yeah. So it was a year,
wow.
And I saw some people, and crikey, that's going back some. And I can't even remember where it was. There was a DeLorean parked up out front.
Oh, nice.
I think Sunglasses Kid was playing a set.
Oh, nice.
The band, they've got the word white in their name and they play guitars. That's awful, I've forgotten. Anyway, I met Mizukat, and I'd only recently commissioned her prior to that to do the artwork for Girls on Bikes, so that was nice that I could meet her and actually say hello.
Oh, that's awesome. She did the art. I didn't know she did the artwork for that, but that actually makes a whole lot of sense.
She does the artworort for pretty much
Girls on Bikes, and then did she do the artwork for
Boys on Boards?
Boys on Boards as well, because it's got that same vibe.
Yeah.
I love that.
The Laserdisc Records guys, I met up with them there. So, but that's we're going back a bit now. Actually, thinking about it, that must have been 2017, 2018, then I feel like I've been to another one since then. But again, it's pre-COVID, man. Like,
everything's a blur.
It really
pre-COVID.
Is.
I do know you've got some Ollie Ride concerts coming up this this Christmas, I believe.
Yeah.
In London.
I mean, he's British, right? So he's
He's from, isn't he from Brighton, I believe? Because I think you guys have like the same accent. I believe he is.
He used to live near Brighton.
right. I mean, I'm not from Brighton.
Oh, okay.
I'm from Birmingham, which is in the Midlands. In fact, have you seen Peaky Blinders?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I have, yes.
So
set
Steve, you mentioned the Midlands. My aunt lives in Loughborough.
Oh, okay, nice.
Yeah. So
Nice.
I usually fly into Birmingham,
Cool.
and then take the train from there.
Yeah, no, Peaky Blinders is set in Small Heath, and I grew up just up the road in a district called Handsworth Wood. So I've been down south for like 20 years, so the accent's kind of softened. But if I get very tired or very drunk, I get very Birmingham-like. It all comes back. Very Brummy. Yeah, it gets very rolly and bouncy like. Yeah.
I love it. It's funny because as an American, like I generally used to not really pick up on accents. Like anybody from like the UK just had a very specific accent, but it was like very generic for me. Like, but like I'm starting. I guess it's the fact that I speak to so many people from so many different areas of that neck of the woods that I can start to pick apart some of the subtleties in the Scottish and the Brighton accent, because Brighton has a very specific kind of accent.
Oh yeah,
I would think.
Definitely.
It's a little softer, and then I guess you have certain parts that are.
So does Manchester, right? You got Manchester accents.
Oh, I mean, the
London alone has like 5 or 6 different accents.
Yes, it does. I mean, this is the crazy thing about England is it's tiny. You could drop England into Lake Michigan, and yet you've only got to travel 20 miles down the road, and you've got into a different accent. And you just haven't got that sort of thing, have you, in the States? It's so much more spread out.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah. I mean, we have like New Jersey. We have if you drive like 2 hours, you got to drive like 2 hours though to get the North New York type of accent. That's like your quintessential Ayo, your New Jersey. The what is it? The guys that go to the beaches and they're all green and orange and stuff like that, and work out and wear like white beaters and stuff. Like we're from like the South Jersey, so we're more like Philly people. So and that has a different vibe all itself. So it's cool. Culture is everywhere. We love it. We actually have that portal just opened up right outside of our office. Have you seen the portal? It's like literally like a portal where you can like see people from all over the world, and it's like it's kind of like a big Stargate. You walk up and you see somebody from like you're all like.
Oh yeah, that's the one that they had to close down because some girl flashed everyone.
Yeah, somebody was being a little naughty. Yeah, I can't wait to see what the people in Philly are gonna do.
Oh man, humans are gonna human, aren't they? Wow.
Humans are, and Philly's gonna Philly. So we might not have that open for much longer, but I wanna check it out while we can. Anyway, gotta circle back here. Talking synthwave. You do so many different styles now. So you got your synthwave, which I kind of put you along with so many others into. There's just this OSC sound that you have. That's really, it's something that I've never really seen anybody like. Not that anyone want to duplicate anything, but there's a lot of groups that sound like Time Cop. There's a lot of groups that sound like the Midnight. I mean, you sound like OSC, and there is no one else that is sounding like you with the songs that you build. Like just the percussion alone that you do in some of your older stuff. What's the name? Ideality is the name of your album?
Yeah.
One of my absolute hands down favorite albums. I love it. And it's just like a lot of like fun percussions and stuff, like claves and wood blocks. Like what kind of like crazy percussions do you like to put in your sound? Speaking of that particular style that you do.
Oh man, like.
Do you go for that funky? Like you just want to go for like the craziest like clavey kind of clackety drum sounds that you can do just to kind of spice it up? Is that kind of like the vibe?
Maybe. To be honest, I don't know that I give it that much thought. It's just like I want a noise here, and I want it to do it. I think like, I want it to behave this certain way, and so that's that such and such percussion instrument will probably get me close. So I'll start finding some samples for that and go from there, sort of thing. It's a really hard thing to describe because it's quite an abstract thing. I tend to produce very quickly, or work quite quickly, I should say. So I'll always just put a very basic drum beat in to begin with, kick, snare, hi-hats, just to lock in a groove. And then as I'm playing along, I'm just hearing what's going to fill in all those little rhythmical subdivisions in my head, and I'm just thinking like, yeah, okay, da, 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 da. And I just start throwing things in basically, and just litter the mix and fill things out with. But I do have a sort of a preference for just stuff with lots of like short, sharp little transients that, not long sounds. I like things to all just have lots of like pop and click and
yeah. With your structure, you can definitely hear it, and I love it. I do want to talk about like I think what I was trying to get to was just trying to get an overall vibe as to your inspiration for the stuff that you do, the music that you create. So we can always just do that in the next block after. Okay. We definitely want to get a track on so we can kind of give people a taste of what you do, because for all the people that are listening, some of the people may have heard of your music, and the other people are going to be pleasantly surprised because it's awesome and we love it. So
I think if you don't know OSC, and
you will now,
you got to hand back your membership card.
That's true. That is true. But we get new people falling into the genre every day, and that's the thing we love about it is people are still discovering the Midnight. They're like, oh, this band the Midnight is incredible, and it's just a wonderful open door where people can come in at any point of the experience.
The Midnight? Hang on. I'm just googling them right now.
You just want to show off your clackety clack keyboard that you have. You're flexing your keyboard.
I should use him for the percussion on
my there you go. Yeah.
Clackety clack. Lots of nice short sharp transients.
Clicky clacks.
We'll throw the sampler on while we're playing this next track, and we'll do some clackety clack samples. But yeah, let's play this track here, Jules. What do we got lined up here?
So I went. I didn't go too far back into your library, but I did jump to a track you released last year. Christine Said, and it's definitely synthwavy. It's less ambient, more synthwave, and I'm loving it. So here it is. This is Opus Science Collective with Christine Said, right here on Night Ride FM.
And there it is. That is Christine Said by OSC. I like your song titles too. It's always interesting to hear and see some of your interesting song titles. Is there any type of story behind Christine Said? Like, what did she say, and who is Christine?
Well, I wanted a title that would make people wonder.
Yeah.
Think like, oh, what's that mean? And actually, it's quite sad actually, because that in a way that tune is a little bit of a love letter to Christy McVie from Fleetwood Mac.
Oh,
because she died shortly before I. That was the first piece of music I made after she died, basically. The guys at Timeslave were like reached out and they were like, "Can we have a new track to put on one of our Future Sounds compilations?" I was like, "Yeah, sure." And it very like a couple of days earlier or something, the news had broken that Christy McVie had died, and so I thought, well, I'm going to make something that in some way kind of captures a little bit of the essence of the kind of keys work that she would do in Fleetwood Mac. And actually, if you think about some of her synth line, some of her like those iconic introductions on things like what is it, If I Lived With Seven Wonders and Tell Me Lies, and all those kind of lovely synth hooks that she would put and embed into things. They were never in your face, but they were so like sweet and melodic, and her songwriting was beautiful. And so I just tried to sort of approach making a synthwave tune with a little bit of the spirit of Christy McVie.
Oh, that's incredible.
Well, what did I'll put her name in it and then tap it off with something that sounds suitably ambiguous.
That's cool though. I like how it can be ambiguous, but it's not just for the sake of, why don't you figure it out? Like you definitely have meanings behind, I think, a lot of the songs. One of the things that I, since we're on the subject of song titles and some of your earlier stuff, we were talking off the air about one of my favorite tracks off of Ideology, and it was 9 Years, which was my favorite, and you were telling me about that one is about your son, which was cool, because you had mentioned your son earlier, and how he is very used to you creating music, and he's been doing it, listening to you ever since he was born, and I thought that was really cool. But very nice. Now you have different ways of hearing your music. Now, I think how many labels do you have? You have My Pet Flamingo and
Business Casual.
These days, I'm pretty. So I have control of my entire, from a sort of label distribution point of view. I actually have control of everything.
Oh, that's great. That's good to hear.
I sort of, I've dabbled with labels, and then kind of what I've settled on doing is I tend to work with Timeslave / My Pet Flamingo. They're the same organization, just that one's the synthwave arm, one's the vaporwave arm, and I work with them for limited run physical releases. So if I've got something that I think and they think is going to appeal to an audience, we do the whole thing where they get it made, they do loads of promotion, we split the money. But I still hold on to all of the digital distribution rights and manage all of that stuff myself. But I've worked with quite a few labels now. Laserdisc, Business Casual. Yeah, My Pet Flamingo.
Sofa King Vinyl.
Yeah, that's another.
My favorite.
I love that name.
It's all listed on my website somewhere. Yeah. So at the moment, I think there's only one. I think there are a few copies of the Alpine Suite left. That's available over on Timeslave. That's I think maybe only like 10 or 15 copies of that left on vinyl.
Oh, wow.
I can't believe I totally overlooked the fact that you also released Boys on Boards and Girls on Bikes on vinyl too.
I would actually love to have a copy of that.
Yeah, and all the Vapor Sessions got a vinyl release, and Juice got a vinyl. I lose track. Oh, Cruel Code Block Knockers, that video game soundtrack I did, that got a release with Ship to Shore Vinyl Co., who sadly recently shut down. There's still some stock of that, and that got moved over to a different company. I can't remember who.
Now you have your synthwave arm, and you have this thing called vaporwave. What's that? No, I'm just kidding. I think anybody who listens to synthwave should probably know what vaporwave is by now. But you kind of been pioneering this kind of new spin or new evolution of vaporwave, where you're what did you call it? The faker wave?
Yeah. I mean, I don't want to anger people online, because there's a certain corner of the vaporwave community who are very stoically hold on to the philosophy and the ideals of vaporwave,
right?
It being a commentary on anti-consumerism and this, that, and the other,
of course.
And so they repurpose these old, very corporate, very commercial recordings in you guys's blah blah blah, and okay, that's cool, that's their thing. It's not really my thing, but I love the end product. I love the sound, and so I just thought, well, actually, a lot of the music they're making, a lot of the music they're sampling from the 80s isn't a million miles from the kind of music I'm making now.
Right.
So I wonder what it would sound like if I just did the vaporwave thing to some of my recordings and then I tested a few things out, and lo and behold, they really, to me at least, I'm no connoisseur, but to me they sounded quite similar in vibe to vaporwave music that I'd hear on the internet. So I thought, yeah, go on, why not? And so I kept doing it. I kept tinkering and playing around and chopping up my old recordings, my old productions, and slowing them down and putting them through tape saturation effects and adding weird ambiences and reverbs and recorded sounds from shopping malls and things like that. And yeah, it was just loads of fun. A real sort of collage making approach to putting a piece of music together, and also it was like I had something that was made and it was out there in the world doing its thing, and then suddenly I was able to give it this whole new purpose, this whole new lease of life, or this whole new interpretation, just by chopping it up a bit and reframing it and doing different things with it. So yeah, I doubt I was the first, but there weren't a lot of people doing it when I started doing this, and then I saw more people kind of caught on, and I saw some other things pop up, and some fairly prominent YouTubers had a crack at it as well, and they were all calling it faker wave. So I was like, yeah, okay, it's faker wave. I can go with that. But it's proved quite popular.
It's a whole other vibe, but I think it's kind of like the other side of the same coin. That's what I've always viewed vaporwave and synthwave as. Like, I feel like synthwave is always thinking back and reminiscing of times that have passed, and you see it with rose-colored glasses. And I feel like the vaporwave side is the same thing. You're looking back, but you're kind of like looking back at things that were promised that never came to be. Like you were, and Von Kaiser, David said it perfectly. We were promised jetpacks. Where's our jetpacks? It was just, full of commercialism and, just trying to sell you a Big Mac and a gold watch, and that's what that spin was. That's how I interpret it. But that's the cool thing. Anybody and everybody can interpret synthwave and vaporwave and all these other waves to be whatever it means to you, which is just super cool. It's totally open to interpretation. So it's cool.
Yeah, man.
All right, Jules, Mr. Jules. I think since we're talking about all this cool music, I think we ought to play.
You covered some of the vapey stuff. One thing I want to cover before we jump into the next thing is you released a couple of things where you're doing commissions from from YouTube listeners, right?
Yes. I mean, the commission thing is always like, I've always kind of done it anyway. And then it's just that if a commission, I feel, if I do a piece of commission work and I think this might be something the OSC audience might appreciate, even if it's completely left field from other stuff I've done, I'll put it out as a release under the OSC mantle. And I have had a couple of quite nice commissions come in from a YouTuber who's pretty big. He's done he does Roblox videos. I don't know if you know what that is, but
yes.
yeah. If you've got kids, you'll probably know what Roblox
if you know someone who has kids, you know what Roblox is.
And he's got like 1.1 million subs or something. He does all these Roblox videos, and he commissioned me to make him a slew of music, like a whole album's worth, that he could just use indiscriminately in his videos without fear of copyright strikes.
Oh, that's awesome.
Makes sense. And that was, man, one of the most fun and enjoyable and rewarding albums I think I've ever produced. It's just, if like, it's got the Animal Crossing meets New Super Mario Brothers Wii kind of aesthetic to it completely. It's nearly all acoustic instrumentation.
Wow.
And it's, it gave me enough, because I'm a musician first. Synthwave is a palette that I like to play with. Vaporwave's a palette I like to play with, but you can't undo the 35 years of piano, jazz, guitar, music theory study that's been going on. And so when someone's like, I want something that's like Americana meets easy listening jazz done to sound like the Animal Crossing soundtrack, I'm like, yeah, man, sign me up. So that's a lot of good fun. But yeah, my synthwave listeners hearing that would have been like, huh? Because it's all just like, it's all boppy, cheesy acoustic guitars and marimbas, and but man, so much fun.
Super fun. Yeah. All right, well, Jules, what do you think?
That explains the name of the EP.
Yeah.
So
sure.
from the EP PW, which is
sorry, that's a different one entirely. Sorry,
is it?
Oh my gosh, sorry, that's a different. Oh wow, sorry. Just a quick, right? PW. Her name is Pixie Willow. Mm-hmm. She is a Twitch streamer. I think her streams are fairly mature, so be mindful if you're going to go and check them out. And yet, no, she came to me again, sort of via YouTube, but heard some of my tracks and was like, "I want a synthwave tune. I want a scary horror ambient tune. I want a funky tune." And I was like, okay. So just and I think you're going to play one of the synthwavey tunes from her.
Yes.
Yeah.
The one you mentioned has got a little bit of a Mitch Murder.
He sometimes does those really slow ones that hit you in the feels.
Yep.
Yeah, I was like, oh yeah, I'm going to try and tap into a bit of that style. Yeah.
All right. Let's hear it. Before I do, I just want to do a shout out to Jesse Mock, who tuned into our RSC chat.
Welcome, Jesse.
We'll be hearing a track from him just a little bit later on. But for now, let's jump over to this Pixie Willow EP, and with the track "Wave Crave" by OSC right here on Night Ride FM.
And that was Wave Crave by OSC. Very cool. That was from the PWEP. And is that for purchase, or that was a commission? So that's not.
Yeah, that was
purchased.
commissioned. So she said, "Can you make me these tunes and I'll pay you?" I was like, "Okay."
Well, there you go. Very cool. That's always nice to.
We'll probably point out that you can find it on your Bandcamp. I posted the Bandcamp link in there.
Everything's there, and when I get commissioned for something, I tend not to charge for it.
That's what I was saying.
So you can throw a zero
name your
on
price.
it.
Name your price, but of course, I don't think many people in synthwave will give you a zero.
No, the synthwave community have been very good to me, and
I also
that's not lost on me. I really do appreciate them for that.
I also just noticed something batshit insane.
Go on.
Like for £15,
Yep.
you can get your entire discography.
Yeah.
And
what?
We're not talking about an artist with like 5 albums.
No, there's a lot there.
Goodness gracious,
God.
that's a lot of download. Oh.
Yeah, it's 50% because the stuff that basically the only things that carry price tags. I think most of my catalog is name your price, but I've got a few of my albums at like £4 for the album, so £4. Which is still a bargain.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
But then, if you do a full Discog checkout, it's 50% off. So you can pick up everything for free. And if like every couple of years when the releases start creeping up, I go and readjust pricing and I scrap some things and make some things free, just to try and always keep that fit. My aim is to try and always keep that 50% discounted full Discog checkout at least under £20. Because
that's a hell of a value.
Yeah, computer M's like, 71 releases. Good God.
I know. I was really for so long. It was sat on 69 releases. I was almost reluctant to
I'm never releasing another song again. I love it.
Oh, okay. So, hang on. Add to cart.
Oh, Jules.
Yeah, here's the problem though. Now I'm gonna have a lot of clicking to do.
Oh yeah, Jules is gonna be clicking for the next 20 minutes. I do want to circle back.
Does it not give you like?
Yeah, they won't.
So you would think if you buy discography, it would just package it all up in one zip, but no. Every single release is a separate download link.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
It's so funny.
And you can, and to be fair, you can ignore everything before like 2016. Most of that's garbage anyway.
It's really nice in one shot. It's nice to be able to say, "Oh, I've got all of OSC's music."
Yeah, that's absolutely.
Awesome. except for his little works in progress on his hard drive.
Yeah, I do want to circle back. I want to talk about inspirations. We were talking about some of your inspirations before. What gets your juices going? What is it? Things that you enjoy, past, present, future, things that really inspire you to make the music. Like, is your music? Is it that you're trying to capture a vibe of anything in particular, or is this just the sounds that you like to hear?
I guess it's a bit of both. I mean, you alluded to already in that I wear different hats.
Yeah, for sure.
Like some days I'm like Steve the synthwave producer, some days I'm Steve the vaporwave producer, some days I'm Steve the ambient producer, some days I'm Steve the I'll make you whatever you want as long as you pay me producer.
Steve for sale producer.
So it's a lot of it comes down to like mood and headspace and where I'm at, and like, so for example, I'm quite aware that actually I spent several years churning out a lot of stuff that was, if not directly synthwave, very close to synthwave, very synthwave adjacent. And then I have kind of since COVID gone off on a ambient tangent quite hard. Total accident. I just really got into it and loved doing it, and the YouTube algorithms were very, very kind to me, and
Nice.
So there were a lot of people on YouTube saying, "Give me more."
They love the chill. The people.
Yeah,
on
you know what? I still think though that Lo-Fi Girl, that subscriber listener count is bullshit. It has to be.
What do they have? 1 million people watching right now, watching that channel.
You think I believe that? That's some bot. bullshit right there.
I actually went on. I was on a drunken rampage last Friday night, and I was like, you know what? Somehow I navigated to lo-fi. No, it was the lo-fi boy or synthwave boy or
synthwave boy
something. The guy, it's essentially the same channel, but it's a boy and he's got a blue hat and a dog or something like that. Yeah. And I just put in the chat, I was like, is anybody here real? And of course, like, somebody popped up. They're like, I'm very real. And I'm like, all right, I'll shut my mouth. I'm too drunk. But it amazes me. People really do. Like, they love that ambient, sleepy kind of sound where they can just chill out and do their thing. And, I mean, I wouldn't say synthwave girl, boy, whatever, lo-fi. They don't corner the market. I mean, it's so much. I mean, our chill synth station, we do pretty good too. We get anywhere from 500 to 600 listeners concurrent, which is pretty good for an indie station that's not. I feel like lo-fi boy or whatever that is. I actually think YouTube owns it or has like dealings with it to.
It's a conspiracy.
It's a conspiracy.
conspiracy.
I'm putting on my foil hat, and yeah, I'm right with you on that. So they're all robots, but there's just plenty to go around. There's plenty of that ambient sound and listeners to soak it up. So circling back, you're saying that they are very kind with the
so there's the ambient music fan base on YouTube is very kind, and that kind of spurred me on to try and do a bit more of that. But I mean, honestly, like what inspires me, to go back to your question, that whatever music I'm listening to, I listen to a broad array of things, and as I alluded to before, I sort of. Synthwave and the whole retro wave aesthetic is one that I love to work with, but it's not like I was already quite an established established is the wrong word. I was already a well-developed musician before I ever began starting to try making anything synthwavey.
Yeah, you have years of experience behind.
Yeah, I already knew my way around composing and writing and arranging and admittedly, I don't think my production chops were anywhere close to what they are today. That's definitely improved over the years. But I mean, crikey, I've been playing in rhythm and blues and funk bands and working in jazz quartets and stuff since I was sort of in my late teens. So, it's all sorts of things basically. And then, like what we were talking about offline with the nostalgia thing, the music of the games I played when I was a kid and the music of film and TV and all this stuff, it's all just one massive melting pot really, isn't it? And then it's just sort of, I guess I'm fortunate in that I've got it down that I can just kind of sit down at a piano or pick up a guitar or sit down at a synth and kind of just play what I'm feeling.
Very cool.
If I'm having a crap day, I'll make some music that cleanses that. And that doesn't mean the music's going to be miserable and angry. It might mean that the music's super upbeat and happy.
Right.
That's my therapy. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely.
Therapy,
so I'm going to throw Jules a softball right now.
Yeah, because I was just, there's a segue.
He's going to segue the shit out of this. So go ahead, Jules.
So you sit down on these bad days and you sit down in front of
your DAW, which would be
Logic Pro.
There it is. Write it down.
A logical choice.
Oh, you.
That's great. I love. Yeah, we got. If anybody wants us to like set up a database or something like that, I feel like, I don't know. I feel like we could build some sort of like fun little.
I can do it. I can get the database set up. I just don't know anything about front ends.
Yeah, we'll build a cool thing or a cool tool. So anyone that wants to get started will say, I'm going to go to the most popular one, and then be like, oh, well, what does OSC use? And like, and then they could pick what they want in the end. But it's good to know whether people are using and all that. And who knows, man? Maybe it'll make him a better musician. Maybe it won't. It's all about the It's not about the tools; it's about the people using the tools, I guess.
Yeah. It's as much as I'd love to joke and say, yeah, you got to if you want to sound half as good as me, you need to use Logic Pro. But I jest. I mean, frankly, I've forgotten what it's called. Mitch Murder's the GOAT. Nobody makes synthwave quite as finessed and as pristine as Mitch. His productions are just they're just untouchably amazing. And he uses, I've forgotten what it's called, but it's like he uses a tracker. His DAW is a vertical.
That makes sense.
It's a vertical tracker. I forget what it's called, but it's like $90.
Wow.
It's not even an expensive piece of software compared to the others, at least. I remember because years ago, before he got big, I did manage to briefly have a DM conversation with him back on SoundCloud.
Wow.
So we're going back a bit here, at least 10 years ago. And I just messaged him. I was like, dude, your stuff's insane. You must be using some lush old synths. What are you using? And would you be up for a collaboration? And he very kindly replied. He politely declined, but informed me that he used whatever this software was, and it just makes collaborations really difficult because no one else uses it, and it's basically he's just sat there pumping in the numbers and then pressing play, and I'm just like, geez, man. So he's using the most robotic methods possible to make
that is wild.
The synthwave that is some of the most soulful, and I'm just like,
so organic and wonderful.
I mean, man,
it's not. Okay, I'm just It's a software tracker he's using, right? What the hell? Why am I going blank now?
All right, we got some Googling to do.
By the way, I just noticed I finally got around to finishing click and download on each of your links, 71, and I just noticed, man, I don't know why I didn't put this in the playlist. You've got a Loop in the Third cover in there.
I do, yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
And that's quite a synthwavy one too.
Yeah.
Yeah. You can cue that up and spin it next week.
We'll do that. All right, so let's move to the present, the future. Your latest release that was on Bandcamp is Skybridge. That's also kind of synthwavy.
Yeah.
You were in a synthwave mood, I guess.
Yeah.
And that came out September this year. We're gonna play that next, but are you working on anything at the moment? Do you have anything in the pipe?
Oh man, there's been some major cooking. As I was alluding to earlier, I'm acutely aware that I've potentially been slightly neglecting my synthwave, retrowave, vaporwave fan base a little bit in the last couple of years, with not quite as much stuff as I have been putting out prior. There's a massive, I say massive, it's like 40 minutes, but for me, album dropping. It will be in the spring, maybe as early as January. And it hopefully will have something for the synthwave people and the vaporwave people, and a territory I've only ever kind of alluded to but never delved into, the future funk.
That'll be cool.
It's hopefully got something for all of that. Plus, there's like little sprinklings of chiptune. There's it goes hard. It probably goes harder than anything else I've ever made.
Nice.
But are we talking like, will there ever be like OSC dark synth?
Not hard like that, because it's always gonna be a bit sunny. You know.
Yeah.
My stuff's generally a bit sunny.
I just pictured an album that's like one of the nice like Music Cat artwork on it, and then you press play and it's like Carpenter Brute.
Yes.
No, I have got a concept in mind that I've been carrying around for about 8 years for like a really monstrous heavy album, but I just don't know that I've got that kind of music in me. But if and when it does come out, you'll know it, because the idea I have for the title and the cover art is kind of heavy but also tongue-in-cheek. But anyway, so what's coming out in January is it's fast, it's It pumps. It's really dancey. I'd say melodically, harmonically, and arrangement-wise, it's probably some of my best work to date. The way to think of it, it's a bit like I tell you what, it's like if Yume no Machi, which was like my city pop nod to from a few years ago, cross that with Ideality, and then put it all through a future funk vaporwavy lens.
Sold.
That's where it's at, and that
take my money.
Shut up and take my money.
That should be dropping in early 2025 with probably, hopefully, fingers crossed, My Pet Flamingo physical release, blah blah blah. Hopefully, so yeah,
Very
just
cool.
in the very final stages of finishing that off. That's the big thing that's on the horizon. I am going to be trickling things out before then. I've got a collab with I don't even know how to say his name. Yate.
Yate.
I've got a collab with Yate dropping in November, and I've got a collab dropping with someone who probably none of your listeners will know because he's my mate from Brighton. But oh my god, he's called Henry Tomlinson, and I want your listeners to all go and spin his EP called The Pineapple Junction. It is devastatingly beautiful.
Okay, that's some homework.
And when you listen to that, you'll be like, oh, I can see why him and Steve get along. And we cooked up a track ages ago, and then he sent me 7 tracks and said, that's an EP with our collaboration being the culmination of the other 6 tracks, all kind of frame. It's like this sort of 6, there's like 5 ambient tracks that build up to our track, which slaps, if I'm being honest, and then there's one more chill out tune afterwards. So it's like this big ascension into our collaboration. We're dropping that as a single, and then he's putting out the EP, and I mastered the whole EP as well. So it sounds lovely. He's such an amazing musician. He's one of those guys where you just sort of you hit record and you just watch him work, and you're like, whoa, he's next level, man. He really is.
Well, that is amazing.
It's got some like goofy, fun,
yet
jazzy.
Yep.
Goofy, fun, jazzy.
I'm listening to him right now.
We're all
like
about
the titular track, and
he's
pretty good.
He's a disgustingly talented man. Like
Wow.
you just put him on an instrument and he can shred, and you just like, oh man.
Ooh, I hate those kind of people.
Like he's better. He can navigate the keyboard and the guitar 1,000 times better than I can, and it's just like, dude, give me a break.
All right,
So I've
so
got a collab with him, collab with Yate. Big album drop in 2025, and there should be a commission. It's like ambient stuff dropping in December as well. That's another album for a YouTuber. So
man,
yeah, man, busy.
putting all that on my wish list right now.
See, I'm in a good spot because I've already caught up with my discography purchase. So just a few more.
Just a few.
All right,
more.
let's get to this. We're gonna play Skybridge. I was just reading the blurbs on. I'm gonna post a link to the YouTube video too. You took footage of the Skybridge near Haneda Airport.
That's right. We were just in our hotel last night before flying home because my wife's Japanese, so we go over there fairly often to visit family, and we stayed in a hotel next to the airport the night before flying back. I look out the window, I'm like, yo, what a view. And I didn't know at the time, but that bridge was brand new. It had only opened like less than a year earlier or something. So yeah, I just sat my camera on the windowsill and filmed it for a while and got some nice footage and thought, I might do something with that one day. And fast forward several months, I was like, I had a quiet day, so I was like, okay, yeah, no, I'm going to dig out that footage and see if I can make some music that is befitting for that footage. So
And
that's
you
what
did,
came out.
because Skybridge, it's got a wicked beat. I like the bass lines in it. It's kind of city pop synthwave.
Yeah, no, the bass line on that is done with a Yamaha DX21 from 1985. So, and you can read all about that on my website. There's a blog page about it.
All right. Well,
Very
let's take a listen to the track.
Nice.
Yeah.
From September this year, this is Opus Science Collective with Skybridge right here on Night Ride FM.
there it is. That was Sky Bridge.
Oh man, that was a vibe.
Yeah, we were just saying off air about how that just, you could sneak that into like a Sonic the Hedgehog level, like at any point, and it would just be a total vibe. But very cool. So now, unfortunately, we have come to the end, but we have to kind of get out some socials here. We need to tell people. We need to just shout from the rooftops how people can get a hold.
I know.
Okay.
Just go to opussciencecollective.com. I love it. I love it when artists, instead of you having to fish for all their links on Facebook or Twitter or Instagram, this, that, and the other, just go to a .com website and scroll down to the bottom, and you've got every link imaginable.
Yeah. And also, I have the same handle on all of my socials.
See, that is perfect too.
We're not playing games anymore, boys.
No,
we're cooking with gas.
It's at OSC, or what is it?
It's at Opus Science.
There you go. Yeah.
Nice.
Sadly, OSC was taken, and Opus Science Collective is just too bloody long.
It is. I was gonna say, like, that's a lot of words to type in.
Yeah. But at Opus Science, you'll find me on Facebook if anyone uses that anymore. Twitter /X if anyone uses that anymore. Instagram is probably where I'm most regularly at these days.
Did you activate your Threads account yet?
I do have a Threads. I mean, I look at it. I don't.
Yeah. Well,
It's basically like most socials get the essential posts, and then Instagram and still a little bit Twitter get the more conversational, like miscellaneous updates. That's the easier places to find me. But man, look, I've even got this is a sign of how long I've been around. I've got a Tumblr.
I just saw that.
Nice.
Yeah. I've still got a Tumblr, and I'm on Blue Sky.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know if it. I
Yeah,
still
we're
don't know
there.
if that's open to public or whether you need
It is. It is now. It is.
Okay. I do have TikTok, but less said about that, the better. Yeah, I think that's about it. But yeah, and all of my bios are linked to a link tree which has everything. So it's a stupid name, Opus Science Collective. The reason it's a stupid name is because nobody else is going to use it. So if you Google it, you will find me.
Nice.
Yeah.
Is there a meaning behind Opus? We always yes.
I wanted an abbreviation that said OSC because OSC is the abbreviation for oscillator, which is the source of sound.
Gotcha.
There you go.
Yeah. And when I first decided I was going to do something with my life musically, my initial plan was to try and curate a collective of like-minded people. Turns out I'm a bit too weird and nobody else was like-minded enough. So I ended up being a collective of one.
A collective
but that's
of
fine.
one, yes.
Yeah, so, I've had some fun. I managed to make some music on my own. So, I just needed 3 letters that made OSC and would be so bizarrely Googleable that, it made sense. So there we are. Yeah, there's no...
I always thought Opus was a reference to the penguin in this comic strip called, what was it called? Bloom County. That's it.
Never heard of it.
It's a great comic. But anyways, there was a penguin in the character.
I mean, you could get really pretentious and say that Opus is like,
your magnum.
Yeah, exactly.
Magnum opus.
The magnum opus of
Yes.
the pinnacle of someone's creative output. And then science, a lot of what I do is rooted in scientific stuff because it's all synths and electronic and blah, blah, blah. But no. Don't try and read too much into it. It's just
it's just
stupid
fun.
words cobbled together that become a good Google hit.
There you go.
And I also want to point out that we were talking about merchandise. So, I mean, there is merch probably scattered about on the various, Pink Flamingo or Time Slave?
Time Slave have merch for sure. There's a few copies of the Alpine Suite left. Please buy them. and then I love seeing those red numbers disappear down to 0 to sold out. They are wonderful.
Yeah.
And it's in the red. I think there's only like 10 or 15 copies left. And then they messaged me the other day to say they found 3 or 4 copies of something for My Pet Flamingo. Oh gosh, so 1 or more of the Vapor Session vinyls.
Okay.
So keep an eye out if you're not on the My Pet Flamingo or if you don't follow me or them on Bandcamp, follow us so you get our emails, because chances are once those few extra copies go live for sale, they'll disappear like that, because I think they were quite popular. So yeah.
So I don't remember how I got it, but I do have an OSC T-shirt. Are those still available?
I have a TeePublic.
Okay, perfect.
There you go.
So there's that too.
You'll find links to that in my link tree or my website. Once upon a time, I was partnered with Squarewave, but sadly he had to close down.
Yeah, that was sad.
That was sad.
Yeah. He had some cool shirts.
He did. He really did. Well, this was wonderful. We want to.
It was really nice, guys.
We're coming on.
Yes, we appreciate the time, especially because we know how late it is over there.
Yeah. And we finally we've been tracking it down for. I think you've been on
now
our
I
list.
can say we've had him on the show
For like
Correct
6
myself.
years. We've been trying to get you. Like we just had you on as just a name on a list.
Wish list.
Wish list, and yeah, we finally able to lock it in, which was incredible.
Yeah,
and it was a fun interview to get a little insight.
Can I ask? Were you ever on Forever Synth?
Was I ever
The
on
ra-
Forever Synth?
The radio show, synthwave radio show out of London.
Yeah, the one Rob did.
Yeah, Rob did.
Yeah.
You were on that, right?
Only once, and we had to do it over the phone, and the line was so bad.
Yeah. Normally, well, until I think COVID really hurt them, right? Because they were doing everything in the studio.
Yep.
And then, what about? Have you been on Andy's show? Beyond Synth?
No.
Oh.
Well, there you go.
So
I mean, I know he's
Locked
spun
it
some
in.
of my records,
Yeah.
but I've never had the invite.
So Forever Synth beat us to OSC, but we beat Andy to
beat
OSC.
you to Andy.
So there, we have a little.
We're all
badge of
about
pride.
bragging rights over here,
Yeah.
so
Right. And Forever Synth isn't around anymore, so hey, it's us now.
yeah, it's just all
Yeah,
us.
man.
It's all about us.
Yeah.
But yeah, this
Well,
was just
Steve,
amazing.
We got to thank you again for coming on the show, especially at 10, 11 p.m. at night. But, it's
Thank
very
you for
much
having me,
appreciated.
guys. It's been lovely.
It's one more bucket list item checked on our list of guests.
And I'm signing up
nice.
for information on that new album because that sounds like that is going
Yeah.
to be my jam when that comes out.
Yeah, it should be good.
Very cool.
All right.
Very cool.
Well, we're going to say goodbye to you now, and we're going to jump to a new track. Stay on the line for a sec. We'll
do.
say goodbye. But, right, Dennis,
Yes,
ready to switch gears?
I am. I'm ready to rock.
All right. From the deep, dark depths of Michigan comes a new track from our favorite band, Von Kaiser.
Yeah.
Not Convisor.
No.
Since it's the spooky season, they've released this amazing track. It's like a soundtrack-themed vocal banger. So here it is. This is Von Kaiser with Night Stalker right here on Night Ride FM.
And that was Von Kaiser with Night Stalker. I love that tune.
Yeah.
So good.
Oh man, they're David.
It's like good sex.
Kaylin and David.
And smoking a cigarette after good sex,
We're gonna next season we need to have them back on again, host the show.
We always have so much fun when they're on. So I'm totally down for that. David, Kaylin, we're bringing you back because we love.
That's what we do.
That's what we do.
By the way, shout out to Rex Balls, who's in the YouTube, in our IRC, as well as Johnny Five, who's alive.
Very good.
And Lord Pigger popped in, as well as our buddy, all the way from Perth, Australia, Craig Packman.
Yeah, nah, yeah.
Yeah, nah, yeah. Good eye.
Good eye.
Good eye.
All right. So
we got a few tracks to blast through.
We are chock full of them tonight.
So
let's do
this
another.
One of your favorite bands, local to you, aren't they?
Yes,
kind of.
ish. Yeah, about 5 hours away. We're not like England and the UK. Like everything's like
5 hours in North America is next door.
it literally is next door, but it's 5 hours away. We're so big, it's ridiculous.
By the way, I just want to shout out to Roy8012 again, who enjoys listening to Night Ride.
Thanks for listening, Roy, and thanks for not saying mean things. Appreciate it.
I know. I think one of the reasons, when we were talking about chill synth earlier, one of the reasons the chill synth stations do so well is people love tuning into YouTube, popping one of these stations on that just plays 24/7 music as a background, right?
Yeah.
And then you got Dennis and I who come in and start chatting up your ears.
We fuck everything up. That's what we do. We
love
it.
We're going to fix that.
All
right. So here we go. Being October, it's fitting that the Pennsylvania artist, the Horror Knots, released a new album called Supernatural Dangerous. And here's a track from the album. It's called Sick Magic. And you're listening to it right here on Night Ride FM.
And there it is, the Hornauts with Sick Magic. Love that tune so much.
You're right. They are pretty damn good.
Get the EP. It's good stuff. All right, Jules, we actually have one more song in the lineup, so I think we should
before we get to our events and news.
Yeah.
So right, since Fox fucked
Fox
up to scheduling last week, we couldn't do our Jesse Mock interview.
Yeah.
Fortunately, Karn was able to cover our ass
Yeah.
and interview this incredible French artist. He's released this new EP for the season. It's called Hawthorne Asylum, and we're gonna
play it.
Yeah, we weren't gonna miss playing one of the most epic tracks off of it.
Yeah, for sure.
Sorry, my cat is hungry. He's starting in on me. Anyways, this is Jesse Mock with Hymn to Survival right here on Night Ride FM.
And that was Hymn to Survival by Jesse Mock.
Woof. This EP is just chock full of excellent. It's Jesse, man. It's synths and guitars and energy and...
It's French.
Yeah.
That's what happens. When the French do music, it's always a banger.
Yep.
Yeah, so coming up, we're going to do a condensed touring and events set for you real quick, just to kind of let you know, because a lot of the stuff, there's not really a lot of new events. It's all just kind of like running up the rest of the fall tours.
Yeah, although, you know what, there is one, I will mention a new one. I'll mention a new one that we've added.
All right.
But anyways, if you want, you can kick it off.
Yeah, all right. So from now until November 19th, we have the Tour.exe, Master Boot Record. We told you about that. That's in North America and Europe.
Yeah. Let's see. Now until November 26th, the Essinger Tour is still going on.
Yep.
And, of course, whatever city he's in, there's probably going to be a local synthwave act supporting him. I know Vampire Stepdad's going to be supporting him in Atlanta.
That's awesome. Yeah. From November 12th through December 15th, we have the North American Tour, Dance with the Dead, and Corrine. That is in the U.S. and Canada.
Can't wait with that. And by the way, have you heard the new Dance with the Dead featuring Gunship track?
Who's Gunship again?
Yeah, Gunship. Yeah. Who am I? I don't know who I'm talking about. December 9th through to March 21st, the Pressure Point Tour. That's Ollie Ride. He's going to be kicking it off in the UK and then heading over to all of the USA.
Yeah, all the USA.
No Canada.
No Canada.
Fine. Whatever.
You're going to have to fly in, man. We'll hang out. We'll have many beers. December 21st, we have Nerdapalooza. That is with Temporal Waves, Arcades, F8 Bit, and more. That is in Montreal, Canada. So that's cool. You got one.
And there's one more I'm going to mention that was just announced. April 12th, if you happen to be in New York, like Manhattan Island.
That's right.
Wolf Club is coming back to the U.S. to perform, and they're going to have Colors supporting them.
That's awesome. Those guys are great. So check it out. You can go to just Google Synthwave events. You're going to get to our site and find out about all the tours that are coming to your neck of the woods.
Yep.
All right.
And Jesus. Sorry, had to squirt the cat.
Jules is going to go squirt his cat, and we are going to go ahead and play another track. Part of our official, unofficial. We always have these like unofficial Halloween episodes. I guess this is our unofficial Halloween episode because we have two more Halloween themes, and you know it's groovy. This is our Finn friend, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Finnish friend Ferris Melik.
Yeah,
he submitted a new track to our submissions. By the way, if you just hit submit.nightride.fm,
that's it.
If you're an artist, you can send us your tracks, and we'll consider them for play on our shows or Karin's show, or to stick them into the rotation of the 24/7 music.
Yeah.
But Ferris Melik sent this over. It's a new track to get you in the mood for Thursday night, which is All Hallows Eve. This is Stage Fright, right here on Night Ride FM.
And that was Stage Fright by Ferris Malik.
Mm-hmm.
Finish friend.
That was a bopper.
Yeah, always good
Man,
stuff.
I love the
Finns,
pacing on that.
They know their stuff. Speaking
right.
of Finns, from Finland to Italy for this next artist.
Pasta la vista, baby. Italian artist Vincenzo Salvia released the sequel to They Speak Italian, and he submitted some music to the station.
Nice.
The marketing campaign for this is absolutely hilarious.
It's bonkers.
So, from the album They Speak Italian 2, this is Vincenzo Salvia with The Devil's Kitchen, right here on Night Ride FM.
And that was The Devil's Kitchen by Vincenzo Salvia. Did I say it right?
You said it
I don't
correctly.
know. I tried to do what I do. And yeah, man, it's definitely been a cool show. We want to tell you that you can go to patreon.com/NightRideFM or something like that. Help support the station. It is all good. It really helps. 24/7 synthwave in your ear holes all the time. All day, every day. Retro Hit Radio. Shout out to our friends over on the other side of the ocean.
Over and down on the other side of the world.
Thank you so much for supporting Retro Hit Radio. can hear our
you
show.
can see them, retrohitradio.co.nz.
Yeah.
Spinning synthwave 24/7 like us, plus 80s.
Yeah.
Don't know how to
Playback
do that.
every
Jesus.
Sunday at 10.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, you can catch us on rebroadcast.
Yeah, yeah.
And of course, you mentioned Patreon, right?
Patreon, you can give some money. You can also go to thestateofsynth.com and give us some money if you feel so inclined. You don't have to. But, we will occasionally have a beer on our listeners, and that's always fun and nice. You can do that if you want. You can do whatever the hell you want. It doesn't
Before we
matter.
wrap up, Jesse Mock sent us some Bandcamp codes.
Oh,
So I'm going to pop these in the chat.
sweet.
I'm going to pop 2 in the IRC and 2 in YouTube. And then I'll just read one out in case somebody's listening to the archives. Hopefully nobody steals it.
Yeah.
But here's the link. If you just go to jessemock.bandcamp.com/yum, as in YUM.
Okay.
And then...
All right, Scouts Honor, you cannot... If we say it over the air, you have to be listening to this on playback.
Yeah.
Don't do it. Don't be that guy. Don't be that guy to do it live and then plunk that one in. We're gonna plug them into the chats, but we're gonna read this one. This one's for our listeners that will be listening to the show tomorrow.
Yeah. So I've just put 2 Bandcamp codes in the IRC, and I'm about to put 2 in the YouTubes. But for any of our archive listeners, if you type in the letters 9KFU-67DQ, you'll get Jesse Mock's latest EP, Hawthorne Asylum.
Nice.
Which just came out last Friday, and you heard the Hymn to Survival track earlier, which was batshit insane.
Yeah.
There's more. There's 5 tracks on there, plus you get a animated video, plus a PDF of story, everything from the Bandcamp download.
Oh yeah. Good stuff.
Yeah.
And that's it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Think so.
That's our show.
That's our show. Better or worse.
Big thanks to Steve, Mr. Opus Science Collective, also known as OSC.
Yeah, go buy his whole
Discography.
Discography, yes.
71 releases for £15.
Yeah. And thanks for listening. As always, we have another great guest coming up next week. But in the meantime, we're going to play you out with this last track. And, we're going to play out with this. It's a chill track from our Norwegian synth whisperer, Glenn Main. This one's called October Nights. And, from all of us here at Night Ride FM, we want to wish you a very happy, safe holiday, Halloween if you celebrate. If you do, that's great. Go get that candy. And thanks for listening all the time. We appreciate you.
Yes, thank you.
And here it is. This is, once again, Glenn Main closing us out. Thanks a lot, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.